Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 4 different techniques that you can use to level up your weapons as fast as possible with only Warzone. So with all of these new Cold War weapons, a lot of your weapons are pretty low level and you guys just want to level them up quickly so you can use the new metas like the FFAR, the Mac 10, etc, etc. So in today's video, I have 4 different techniques. And there's also timestamps for every single individual tip. So if you guys want to skip to any specific part of the video, go ahead and do so. Before I do get into this video, if you guys could simply drop a sub, that would mean a lot to me. I post a lot of videos very similar to this one on my page, and turn those notifications on for more daily videos. So the first tip is going to be the unlimited Recon glitch or technique. I'm not sure if it's really a glitch because I'm pretty sure it's meant to be in the game, but basically on the train there's actually unlimited recons, and with unlimited recons, every single time you do the recon you actually get XP for this. It starts at 500 and every single time you do it after that it actually gets more and more, and by the time you've done around about 4 or 5 of them, you can get upwards to 1000 plus XP every single time you do this for your weapon. The best way to do this is also to use a double XP token, because this is obviously going to boost up that weapon XP a lot. So if you have any double weapon XP tokens, then this is going to be a very good way to use these. This method is a lot easier if you have a squad to play with, because you guys can protect the train and it's just going to be a lot easier. And also, if there's more people on the recon contract, you'll actually complete the recon a lot faster, because the more people on the recon, the faster the progress bar actually goes. So if you guys need to find someone to play with, you can use the Discord in my description, or you can go ahead and find people to play with in the comment section. Just leave a comment and I'm pretty sure you guys should be able to find someone to party up with. So that is the first method. In my opinion, this method is pretty fun because it's also like a mini game. You got to protect the train and it's just kind of fun. I do actually enjoy this method. The next method we're going to be talking about is also similar to that one. This one is going to be to do supply run contracts. So supply run contracts in this game, you got to get the contract and then you got to get to a buy station, and whenever you get to the buy station you get a bunch of weapon XP. You can do as many of these in a game as possible. There's literally loads scattered around the map, and what you guys want to do as soon as you spawn in, you want to find a helicopter. Sometimes you're probably going to die because a lot of people are actually doing this method at the moment. So a lot of the times there's usually people who are trying to get the helicopters, so if there is, you might get cut up by their blades, but if you do, just respawn and try and find another one. There's a bunch of helicopters around the map. My best tip is to find the one that is furthest away from the plane, because the further away, the less people are going to go to it. It's pretty simple. So what you guys want to do whenever you get this helicopter, you can also get a quad bike if you guys want to, or a vehicle, but it just works better with a helicopter because you can obviously move around the map a lot quicker. Grab the supply run contracts. There on the map, they look like a little circle with a timer, and then make your way to the buy station. And you want to repeat this all game. If you have a double XP token and you complete 10 of these per game, you can get around about 10,000 weapon XP every single game. The best part about this is you don't need to get any kills. You don't need to get any kills at all, and this is really good for those bad weapons. So for example, if you want to level up a sniper, sometimes the snipers can be pretty bad with no attachments on them. So if you are struggling to level up the snipers, then this is going to be perfect for you to level up those bad weapons that are hard to get kills with. Make sure you are holding whichever weapon you want to level up though, because it will only level up the weapon that is in your hand whenever you complete the challenge. The next tip in the video is going to be to play Plunder and just keep going to Storage Town. I'm not sure why, but Storage Town combined with Plunder, everyone who plays Plunder just loves Storage Town. Every single game, I can guarantee it, there is going to be literally a couple of teams there, and every single time you die, as you can see, you respawn right in the same location. Now there is a couple of important tips whenever you do this. Make sure you do play solo, because if you don't play solo and you have fill on and you play with random people, you're actually going to spawn with those random people and you're not going to spawn close to storage town. So whenever you do this method, which is probably one of the best methods because you can just keep on respawning in a high traffic area, there's always a lot of enemies in these locations, and it's Plunder. So to be fair, a lot of bad players play Plunder because obviously they're not really good enough to play normal Warzone, so they go on Plunder, and it's literally so easy. There's so many bots in Plunder. You guys are going to be able to rack up a lot of easy kills, and like I said, you have unlimited lives. You can respawn as many times as you guys want to, and you guys can rack up the kills very easily. It also works really well if you do play with friends, but when you do play with friends, make sure they only go to storage town, because if they go to anywhere other on the map, you are going to spawn with them whenever you die. So once again, if you do want to play solo, make sure you don't play with anyone else. Even if you're going to play with random people, just turn autofill off. Otherwise, whenever you die, you're going to spawn with those teammates and you're not going to be able to just land back at storage town and carry on getting a bunch of kills in that game, because you're going to have to travel all the way back, which is really annoying. A couple of other locations in Plunder to go to, it's going to be obviously Superstore, and also downtown's pretty good as well, and also the hospital area is also pretty decent. So I'm not sure why, but in Plunder, the most popular location is probably going to be Storage Town and also Superstore. Those two locations, everybody just loves to go there all game. So those two locations are definitely some of the most popular locations you can go to. Also, like I said, downtown is very good. So if you guys want to switch things up a little bit, you could go to downtown, and also Superstore, hospital, and there's probably a couple of other good locations as well. The very last tip I want to talk about is going to be to play the Rebirth Island game mode. You can play this with friends, you can play this with solos, but the reason this is so good is because it is such a small map. Every single time I play one of these games, they usually last they're pretty fast paced games. They usually last around about 10 to 15 minutes long, whereas a normal Warzone match would probably last around about 25 minutes long. So what you guys want to do is play this one. It's usually about 10 to 15 minutes long, and in these games I can usually drop around about 10 to 15 kills as well. So you're going to be getting a lot of kills with your weapons in these game modes because it's such a small map. It's very fast paced, and you're just going to be able to get a lot more kills. And also there's unlimited lives kind of as well. Whenever you die in this game mode, you actually get to spawn back as long as your teammates are still alive until the very last circle. So as long as your teammates are alive, you can keep spawning in this game mode over and over again, but once it gets to the final circle, they actually disable that feature. So this game mode is very good for it, and you guys could get a lot of easy XP. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Please be sure to drop a sub and turn those notifications on for more daily videos. Peace.